Give me 1 second. I can't hear anything. So I'm going to leave the meeting and then I'll be back in.
Can you hear me? Okay, good. Okay, so for example, if you have x squared times x cubed, so I'll show you why this works. So x squared is the same thing as x times x, and x cubed is the same thing as x times x times x, right? So then that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you could say x times x times x times x. So in other words, x to the fifth. And then this rule is basically just telling you a shortcut that you can do, which is just add the 2 plus the 3, and that gives you 5. So it's so it makes sense. It's not just a completely random rule. Okay. So we have -3 in parentheses raised to the fifth power. So the base in that case is -3, and the exponent is 5. So to simplify it, we need to do -3 times -3 times -3 times -3 times -3. So one thing we can talk about is the sign. So if you have a negative number and you're raising it to an odd exponent, your answer is going to be negative. So 5 is odd, right? So, you know, the odd numbers are like 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on, right? So we know the answer is going to be negative because 2 of these will cancel out and 2 of these will cancel out, but there's still going to be 1 left. All right, so my answer is going to be negative. All right, let's see. So we have 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. I know 9 times 9 is 81. So now I just have to figure out 81 times 3. So that would be 243. Because 8 times 3 is 24. And then 3 times 1 would be 3. So -243 would be the answer. I honestly don't really know. Yeah, just trying to like, yeah, bring awareness to different majors and, you know, why you might want to do that major kind of thing. Yeah. All right. So 7 squared, so 7 times 7 would be 49, sorry, 49. And then number 3, we have -5 squared. So that is a negative number raised to an even exponent. So it's going to end up being positive because it's -5 times -5, which equals +25. And then number 4, we have -4 raised to the power of 3. So that's a negative number raised to an odd exponent. So I know my answer is going to be negative. -4 times -4 is -4. 2 of those will cancel out, but 1 is still left. So 4 times 4 would be 16, and 16 times 4 is 64. So my final answer for that is negative 64. And then number 5, negative 1 raised to the power of 8. So 8 is an even number. So I know my answer is going to be positive. And what basically 1 raised to any power is still going to be 1, because 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, no matter how many times I say that, it's still going to be just 1. And because since the exponent is even, I know it's going to be positive. Okay, number 6 says negative 5 squared, but the negative 5 is not in parentheses. So that means that my answer is going to be negative, because it's saying the base is just 5. The base is not negative 5 in this case. So that negative is separate. So the answer for this would be negative 25. All right. 7x times 3x. So 7 times 3 would be 21, and x times x would be x squared. So that's 21x squared. And then number 8, 8 times 7 is 56. And then x is the same thing as x to the power of 1. So there's like an invisible power of 1 there. And so 1 plus 8 would be 9. So that would be x to the power of 9. All right. Number 9. All right, so 2 times negative 7 times 6. Let's see. I know that's going to be a negative. Let's see. 7 times 6 is 42. Times 2 would be 84. So negative 84. And then I've got an invisible exponent of 1 right there. And then 5 plus 1 plus 4, it would be 10. So it's x to the 10. So negative 84 x to the 10. And then number 10, just add the exponents. 17 plus 7 would be 24. So that's x to the 24. Number 11, y times y to the power of 13. So that is invisible power of 1 right there. 1 plus 13 is 14, so that's y to the power of 14. And then number 12, add the exponents. So 2 plus 4 would be 6, 3 to the 6th power. And sometimes they want you to simplify that and sometimes they don't. So I think in this case, since it didn't actually say evaluate, they probably would just want you to leave it like that. If it says evaluate, then you would actually multiply it out. All right, number 13. So 5 times 4 would be 20. And then 8 plus 8 is 16, so that's x to the power of 16. 20x to the power of 16. Number 14, so 7 times 2 is 14. And then 2 plus 2 is 4. So that'll be x to the 4th. And then 3 plus 2 is 5, so y to the 5. So 14, x to the 4th, y to the 5th. Right. Number 15, so -4 times -2 is -8. And then for, oh, +8, sorry. All right. Okay, then for the x's, 5 plus 3 is 8, so x to the 8th. And then for the y, 0 plus 4 is 4, so that'll be y to the 4th. And then for the z, 2 plus 3 is 5, so it's going to be z to the 5th. All right, and number 16, so -8 times +7 equals -56. And then 4 plus 3 is 12, so that'll be, or I'm sorry, that'd be 7, so that'll be r to the 7. Okay. All right, so that is all of my notes for today. We're getting pretty close to the end. So we might have a test in a little while. I don't know when that will be exactly, but so I think 19th is the last day of this, thing. So we're gonna have the final before then. So I don't know, but we're almost done. Anyway, I will see y'all tomorrow.
I have a question about the test tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry, cannot today. So can I don't know where your office is.
Do you have something else like that you have to do at a certain time tomorrow?
I have to pick up my cousin at 4
Okay.
from school, so that's why I was like.
Okay. All right. So we'll try to get started as soon as we can after class. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll probably just have another short lesson. So my office, do you know where the academic support center is?
I think so. Is that where the lady